After investing 1 to 2 years and so much money, what if I don't get a good rank and I don't have that placement right now? So I am totally solely dependent on GATE examination. What if I don't crack GATE? Then I will be jobless. And what will my parents think? What will my neighbors will say to them? And all these things, this, that, all this. Oh. So believe me, all these fears I was also having, and I know that you are also having, because every time, no matter who you are, one will also have this kind of fears before GATE examination. Now, his or her fear will be, difficult from someone else. Okay, so the thing is that let me tell you that these fears are real. Yes, you have heard it right. These fears are real. So you are not abnormal, and this is totally fine to have these fears. But when these fears are dominating you and these are not letting you to do the daily tasks, I'm not only talking about the GATE preparation, but also your daily routines. Okay, so there will be a victim mode. Okay, and we will say that my life is not fair. Now I will sleep throughout the day. I will binge drink. I will binge smoke. I will binge junk eat. All those things. Now, if you are into that mode, then you need to watch this video. Otherwise, if you can ensure that okay, I accept my fears and I know that how to deal them and how to go through them, then you do not need this video. But you, if you can identify yourself sitting, lying and living and escaping from your daily responsibilities, then you need to see this video carefully. So in this video, I will be specifically telling about the steps that you need to take care if you are a GATE aspirant to deal with your fears. The first step is, don't make a competitive mentality. Now, again, you will say that, okay, GATE is a, competition. There are so many students, right, whom I have to compete and then I will get a good rank. Now, see, that people always think that I have to get a good rank. For that, there are two options. Either you have to study well or you have to see that how many people are studying well. If you see that out of 10 people, 8 people are not studying well, then you need to study in a moderate way, right? So we try and we start to compare their preparation with our preparation. We start to compare the marks of the test series, that is of the mock test series. We see that what is our rank. If our rank is 70 out of 100, then we are in the panic zone, no matter whatever is our score. But if our rank is 20 out of 100, then we are very happy, no matter if we are getting a 25 out of 100. Okay, so the score or the performance doesn't matter in your subconscious mind. What matters is the relative performance. But you have to change this mentality, otherwise you will again go into deep depression. That is bound to happen. And that is actually a truth. That is, see, if you score 100 out of 100, and if everyone scores 100 out of 100, obviously this is an hypothetical situation, but still I am telling you that if 5 people scores 100 out of 100, almost everyone will get an AIR 1, right? If not AIR 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But nobody knows that what will then be the segregation pattern. Okay, so your target should be that I will score as much as I can. I don't have to score more than him or her, more than Ram, Sham or anyone. Okay, so you have to score more than your previous self. So that is the thing that you need to take care about. Believe me, this is a magic point. Okay, this is a game changing point that you need to incorporate in your subconscious mind. Whenever you will be sitting for a mock test, you will be telling yourself, I will score as much as I can. I have to score more than I did in the previous mock test. This is a game changing mentality. Believe me. Now, how can you bring this mentality into your subconscious mind? one thing is always telling this mentality in your mind, and another thing is write this mentality in a paper and stick this in front of you on the wall, or maybe you have a sticky pad, stick this onto your laptop, onto your desk, on any book, that I have to score more than I did in the previous mock test. I have to score as much as I can. You don't have any competition, believe me, because if you can score as much as you can, that is the thing that you need to achieve, right? Now, the second point is find that one person to whom you can be yourself. Now, these things can sound very obvious, but I can bet that you are not maintaining these things. You are having maybe a lot of friends, a friends group, a so called friends group, to whom, if you say that, yeah, I am not able to score a good marks. I am going through a bad situation. Day by day, I am trying, I am studying. I am seeing the Shoham way, but his tricks are so rubbish that nothing is working. So again, I am getting 30 out of 100. And now I am getting 31 out of 100, but still 30, 31 doesn't matter, right? So then your friends group will tell you that, yaar, हाँ, तूने सही कहा, that Shubham way is totally rubbish, and I mean, getting the same thing. There are a few toppers who will crack gate and we will not be able to do this. चल पीने चलते हैं. Okay, चल. I mean, who cares? I mean, पढ़ने से क्या होगा, right? So all these things they will tell you. But if you meet someone to whom you can be your true self, and if he or she is saying you that, okay, no matter what happens, I am with you. And the only thing that you need to do is you have to try your best. And that is the only thing that you can do actually. I mean, that is a fact, right? So now, the moment I say these kind of sentences to people, people always have a perception that you need to have a romantic partner for this, a boyfriend or so-called girlfriend. Okay, so but that is not the thing. So this one person can be your parents, this one person can be your brother, sister, any good friend, anyone, literally anyone. This can be your junior also. Okay, so find that one person, that is very important, to whom you can vent out. Believe me, this is also a game changing step in terms of your mental health. And for gate examination also, this is very important. Find that one person. Now, the next point is correlated with this, that shed out those negative friends, negative neighbors, negative anyone who will always tell you ki, okay, so now I will give the example of the neighbors. अरे मतलब मेरे बेटे से भी नहीं हुआ था तो इससे कैसे हो जाएगा, है ना? So all these things they will tell you to drag your confidence down, because deep down they want that, अरे भगवान, मेरे बेटे ने तो क्रैक नहीं किया था, तो अगर अब इसने क्रैक कर लिया तो मैं क्या होगा, right? So deep down these toxic competitions are there, and I don't want you to grow this toxic competition in your mind. So try to shed out these negative things. Now try to shed out not only these negative relationships, but also the negative videos in YouTube and all those things, who will always tell you कि यार पढ़ने से क्या होगा, you are getting the low marks and all these things, so go out of the study. Okay, they are always there to tell you these kind of things. Now, the fourth point, and this is the most practical point I should say, and this point is have a plan B. Yes, this is the most practical point. So all these fears are correlated based on different mentalities. Like the number one mentality is that what people will say. But this mentality is not practical because you know that other than your father, mother, or maybe someone else, no one is actually feeding you. So it doesn't matter that whoever is thinking what or anything, right? So, but another thing, if you are depending on GATE because you have to have a job by GATE examination, otherwise, I mean, maybe you have to support your family, right? After getting this job. If this is the scenario, then your fear is real and practical. And to get out of this fear, this is a practical step to have a plan B. Yes, you have to have that. Now, what can be a plan B for GATE examination? Now, in this video, right now, I can ready-made here, I can give you a ready-made plan B. So, if you are studying for GATE, no matter what your branch is, so after GATE examination, there are examinations conducted by BARC, conducted by ISRO, and conducted by various PSUs. Like just in the past year, there were PSUs who were conducting their own examination and they were not recruiting for from GATE, like ONGC, right? And BHEL also, as far as I can recall. So if you are studying for GATE and if you do not crack a good rank in GATE examination, your 1 year or 2 year or so-called preparation will not go in vain. Yes, you have heard it right. You have more chances. The fact is that you have to just continue your preparation and you have to wait for the examinations. Now you don't have to wait for a so long because every year after the GATE examinations, so many PSUs they release their advertisement for their own examination. So if you are carefully preparing for GATE examination, then after the GATE examination also you can crack examinations with your GATE preparation. So this is a ready-made plan B. And if you are someone who wants to go into the corporate, then maybe for CSE guys, this can be valid. That if you can grow a very strong fundamental from your GATE CSE preparation, that can help you in the corporate interviews also. And believe me or not, if you are a mechanical guy who wants to go into the core sector, then also your fundamental knowledge from GATE examination will help you a lot. This was a ready-made plan B. Now you can also choose your own plan B. For me, it was MS in IIT, in any IIT, because in my third year I secured a rank of 3500. I knew that with this rank at least I will get MS in any IIT if I clear the interview. So this was my plan. Now, like that, you can also choose your plan. Clear? So these 4 points, I will just summarize those 4 points. The first point was change your mentality from the competitiveness, or should I say that from competing with others to competing with your previous self. You have to change this mentality. The second is find that one person to whom you can vent out and who is not toxic, who will tell you this one sentence that no matter what you are doing, I am there. And the third point is that shed out those negative videos, photos, and aunts, aunties, and friends, so called friends group. Shed out all those negative things from your life. The fourth thing is have a plan B. I have given 3 options for your ready-made plan B after GATE examination. One is ISRO bar DRDO, second is the PSUs, third is the MS in IITs. Now, after all these things, let me tell you that you are not alone. I am there. I understand that you are going through a tough situation because GATE preparation is tough for everyone. So don't worry, you are not alone. And no matter if you crack GATE with a good rank or not, there are examples who haven't cracked or qualified GATE with a good rank, but they are doing great things in their lives. So these are not just words, but these are practical things. The only skill you need to have is keep learning and keep trying, keep surfing through the waves of life. So I hope that this video has helped you in some or the other way, and I will meet you in the next video obviously. Until then, please try these steps and goodbye, take care and thank you.